up? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. Hey girl, I'm Sharron. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today we are going to be doing these beautiful textured locks. They look so natural. They have human hair at the ends. Like, it's just, you know? So let's get into it. Okay, so what you'll need, I used some random hair that I had like around the house to do the twist to start the lock, and then I used this hair for the actual lock, and I used a combination of color 2 and color 4. I actually bought 3 packs of this hair and I ended up only using 1 and then a bundle from the second pack, so keep that in mind. I have some shine and jam, some edge brushes, scissors, a comb, a razor because we're going to be cutting something. We have the track. This is what we're going to be cutting. We're going to be cutting hair off the track because we are using human hair, and you need nail glue to seal. So this is a little area that we are going to be working on today. I'm just taking a shine and jam and adding it to the perimeter, and then we are going to smooth it out and then start doing the twist. Now we are braiding the root and then twisting the end. And I use the smaller, like that yellow edge brush, because it's just a little bit harder and it's good for smoothing. So we are going to part the section off, and then like I said, we are going to braid the root because I wanted the root to be a little bit just smooth and tight because I knew I was going to keep these in for a while. So I'm going to separate this hair. Well, first I'm going to loosen it up because, you know, it's a little tight. I'm going to loosen it up and then separate it in half because I didn't want the sections to be too thick. Like I wanted my sections to be thick, but I wanted the lock itself to not be as thick as the section, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, I'm braiding the root and then I'm going to twist. I'm going to add the hair in. It's really simple. You literally just add the hair and then twist as you go. And then that's the section. And I'm going to do that to the other 2 pieces. And then we are going to get to the actual lock. I did add some like jam just to make sure that like my hair wasn't popping out of the twist and it was just, you know, all concealed and sleek. So yeah, we are twisting, and then like I said, I'm going to speed through the other 2 sections because it's the same thing. Braid the root, twist, add the hair, twist it down. Now this one in the front, I did want it to be a little bit shorter, so I kind of cut the hair a little bit, just personal preference. You don't have to do that, but for me, I wanted the one in the front to be a little bit shorter. So same technique, braid the root, twist it down, add the hair in, twisting the hair as you adding it in so it'll stay, and then twist it all the way down, and then you are good to go. Now this next clip, okay, it was kind of hard for me to get on camera cutting his hair off the track because I needed to hold it between my legs. So I'm showing you the best I can. You take the razor and you cut the hair off at the root. Again, for me, I had to hold the track between my legs and then cut it like that, just so I cut off all of it. But once we got it cut, we're going to smooth it out, and then the ends were kind of blunt, so I inverted them so it would look better, and then smoothed it out. Now we're going to braid it on. So I'm literally using the end of the twist as the 3rd piece of the braid and then just braiding it like that, but I made sure to be strategic where I started the braid, so that way by the time I got to the end of the twist, like the piece of the twist, we still had a lot of the human hair left over, you see. And then I took some gel to just kind of like redefine the curl. Now for the lock, this is the hair that I'm using, and I feel like everybody knows how to do a faux lock, but I'll try to walk you through it as best I can. So you take the hair and then you leave a little piece of the hair and hold it in the other hand along with the twist, and then you take the other side and then you just wrap it around. You got to make sure you're wrapping it around the hair that's in the other hand because that's how you'll secure it and keep it in place so it's not like going anywhere. And yeah, you literally just twist. This hair is pretty textured, so you don't really have to like do much as far as like to get the texture going because the hair is textured enough, especially as it gets older. It just looks really, really good. But yeah, so you are wrapping around, and then when you run out of hair, you literally just do the same thing that you did at the root. You take a piece of hair, but this time you put it with the hair that is almost running out. So this one is already cut in half because you don't need a full long piece, especially not because like it's too thick too. So I'm taking the hair and then putting it with the hair that's left over and then wrapping around both pieces. I hope that makes sense. I always feel like I never do a good job at explaining myself when doing these kind of videos, because I feel like it's just something that you have to try and then you'll figure it out as you go, because it really is just, it's simple, and when you in the mix you know what to do. So you take the hair, right, you put it with the other hair, and then you hold both of those pieces and wrap that hair around both of those pieces. You get what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. But yeah, so then you wrap it around, and then once you get to the end, for me, so I don't get the nail glue all over my fingers, I take the nail glue and then I dab it onto the lock, right? And then I take the hair and just wrap the hair around into the glue, so that is sealing itself. And then once the hair is wrapped all the way around, then I press it in, and I really don't get much of any glue on my hair. I mean, on my finger. But this is what the lock is looking like. The ends look really nice and seamless. And then I'm literally just going to do the same exact thing all over again. This one is much more sped up because it's the same process. Again, I feel like the concept of wrapping a lock is pretty easy. For me, I feel like the explanation will come into play when it comes to like adding in the curly ends and then the nail glue. Because when I first was doing faux locks and sealing with nail glue, my thumbs and pointer fingers used to be just full of glue, and then I figured out how to do it without getting any glue on my fingers, which is putting the glue on and then wrapping the hair into the glue. And here we have it. This is the finished product. Very textured, especially as my hair is starting to grow out. It looks so natural and so good, and the ends look so nice. Love, love, love. Okay, y'all, so this is the final product. You get to see it kind of like in natural light. It's very like cloudy and rainy, so like the sun ain't really busting, but here is what they look like up close, just in natural light. Like, they are just giving texture and everything, and I love that like the ends look like natural curly hair instead. I mean, obviously I use like human hair, but like it just looks, you know, like more natural and stuff. I don't know if I mentioned in the video, but I did mix in color 2 and color 4. I always do. Anytime I do like a protective style, no matter what it is, I always mix in color 2 and color 4, because my hair is very like dusty brown, but then also too, when it has product and stuff on it, it is kind of like color 2. So I always just mix the colors together. I have some like color 2s and some color 4s, and they just look so good together. I love the color 2 look way more textured than the color 4 looks way more textured than the color 2, but I love these. So good. You can kind of see the ends better, because I feel like when I showed you in the bathroom you couldn't really see. Obviously I put gel on them, which I should have just wet them, because they are giving a little stiff, but it's human hair. I could always just spritz them down to get them to look more like uniform and stuff. But so that's it. Be sure to let me know down in the comments what you think and what you thought of the style and everything. It wasn't as time consuming as I thought it was going to be, but it did take long. It probably was like 4 or 5 hours. I can't remember, honestly. I was not keeping track of the time. It is like a faux lock from scratch. Like, you know, it's not like a crochet method where you crochet the lock in and all you got to do is wrap around the base. Like, it was kind of like from scratch. So I feel like because it was from scratch and I added the ends, like the curly ends, which kind of like made it just a little bit more time consuming, I feel like, you know, with all that being said, it really wasn't that bad. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Drop them in the comments and let me know what you thought. I want to know what you think of the style, of the locks, of the video. Let me know down in the comments. Get down in there. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week, your weekend, whatever it may be. Peace and blessings. Bye.